Today we're going to look at probability. What is probability? Well, basically speaking, it's the scientific discipline that shows if something is possible or not. And if it is possible, what the likelihood of that event is. So when is something impossible? When it exceeds 1 chance in 10 to the 50th power, or 1 chance in 10 with 49 zeros following it. Now that's a huge number, and that number is given below. And mathematicians agree that 1 chance in 10 to the 50th power will never occur, even in billions or even billions of years. So every zero added multiplies the impossibility by 10 times. So that would mean if you had, let's say, 1 chance in 10 to the 56th power, then that would be 1,000,000 times that impossible number, or 1,000,000 times impossibility. Any chance that goes beyond this 1 chance in 10 to the 50th power becomes a miracle. And a miracle, that is, anything that goes beyond the natural, is always needed if these impossible chances are exceeded. Now let's say you were playing cards and you were required on the very first deal to get a royal straight flush. That is, an ace, king, queen, jack, and 10 of hearts. Well, that has 1 chance in 250 million. Now, if you had to have 2 of those in a row, it would be about 1 chance in 600 trillion. But mathematically, that is still possible. Now, if you had 3 of those hands in a row, it becomes extremely unlikely, but it is still possible. Even 5 hands, mathematically, is possible. But let's say you had to have 8 of these hands in a row. It will never occur according to mathematicians, no matter how much time is given. And the simplest of proteins has 1 chance in 10 to the 225th power. That is a 1 followed by 225 zeros. So that would be trillions and trillions and trillions times that impossible number. The probability is equal to 25 royal straight flushes in a row. But 1 protein is an extremely small part of a cell. And remember, it also began to break down immediately according to the second law of thermodynamics if it ever formed accidentally or even got close. Mathematically, the simplest of living cells would have 1 chance in 10 with 3,600,000 zeros following it. And to give you an idea of that number, there are only 10 with 80 zeros following it electrons in the entire universe. So the simplest life forms would never occur, even in billions of years. It would be comparable to having to pick 1 unmarked electron in the entire universe by chance, and then repeating the process thousands of times in a row. And that is for the very simplest forms of life. We are talking about a miracle that is absolutely incomprehensible. Now, in Darwin's defense, he had no idea of the complexity of life. But now we know that miracles in this order would take extreme amounts of faith. Evolution becomes a religion that takes more faith than any other religion in the world.